Welcome to Atlantic Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Taurus for the month of August 2023. So, Taurus, we are in the sign of Leo, the element being fire, and you are in your fourth house, so it's the house of home. So lots to do around the home this month and this 4 weeks. Everything's centered on home and family, so it's a really good thing actually when we kind of have the time just to spend around our lovely home that we work so hard to pay for, and just live in it and enjoy that 4 weeks of house of home, just to do all those things we have to do with the home, including the family. New family members may be coming through. There's certain lovely person I know who's looking forward to welcoming another new family member. She knows who she is, and so all of this just sounds really great for you. So let's see, energy around. We've got the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is a card of its emotions, but it's also a bit of disappointment about something. You may have had a row with somebody in the past. Words were spoken, connections were severed. However, there's still that sting remaining where either or both of you are still thinking about what happened and the ramifications, and maybe thinking about, once the dust has now settled, thinking about perhaps apologising or getting in touch. But it definitely is that card of disappointment and sadness in an emotional relationship. So that is the theme. So let's see what comes through where you are right now. We have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is perfect. It's the new beginnings after a particularly difficult time. So those times in our lives where we just feel like the odds are really stacked against us, and it's one thing after another, and then suddenly when we pull up the Ace of Swords, we have a breakthrough. So it signals the end of that difficult period, the beginning of something new. But also, most importantly, it's about what you've learnt mentally about this period, or about when things become so difficult and you think you're never going to overcome it, and we always do eventually, and then we think about the Ace of Swords coming through and giving us that clarity on the situation. So it's a really good card. Let's see what covers that, or what influences that, and the rest of the reading. The Ace of Cups. New connections coming in. Wonderful connections here too, because house and home month, remember. So this could be this new welcome member to the family coming through. A great deal of love and emotion accompanies the Ace of Cups. Also, this is very much a soul sort of mate connection as well. So whoever this new person is, or this could be a person that you feel you've known before but maybe you haven't. So it could be an old past life connection, or it could be a reconnection with somebody that you already know. So it's quite interesting so far, Taurus, what's coming up for you this month. Let's have a look at the backgrounds. Sorry, we're looking at June, July. The Lovers. So definitely Lovers always talks about, well, obviously relationships, but it goes deeper than that as well. It talks about decisions about relationships. It asks you to sort of look at your relationship, and if you don't have one, maybe there's one that's coming through, or whether you don't want one, you have to think about why that is. It's a big card, but it's a decision-making card as well, where you have to sort of, when we get the big cards, the major arcana, it's about the work that we have to do in our life. And definitely we all know that relationships are indeed a lot of work. So that is what sits behind And that is what's been going on. And it still holds weight too now, Taurus. So this energy will still be around at this time when you receive this reading. So still putting a bit of energy into thinking and making stories, or just digesting what your relationship is to you. Recent influences, we have the Wheel of Fortune, very lucky card, very big luck coming through. Everything is very destined when we get the Wheel of Fortune. It's a Sagittarian Piscean card, so it's all about expansion and growth, things like that. But it's also highly destined. So you can see we've got these two big cards either side of the aces. So it's looking like a very interesting, connective, relationship-filled 4 weeks. But very much too, don't forget the Wheel of Fortune, because that sort of comes up and it sort of asks us, have I put enough energy in or haven't I? Because if I have, I will be rewarded. If I haven't, well, it'll fall flat. Simple. Let's have a look at the lesson you'll be learning. The Fool. New beginnings coming up. Time to jump off the cliff. New journey, new book, new everything. And that is what you're sort of leading with this month. And that's what you're sort of being asked also. Now we've got the Holy Trinity, these 3 big cards. There is definitely a new beginning coming up for you. So it's about sort of planning for that as well. Moving forward with that as well. And as well as just having the, you know, some people don't like new beginnings. Some people don't like change. But it comes whether you like it or not. But this is coming in to sort of prepare you for what's coming for the rest of the, 5 months we have left of the year. So definitely new beginnings, total new beginnings actually, Taurus. So that is fantastic. Near future, 2 of Pentacles, juggling things going quite well or maybe not. It's up to you. You know whether how things are going with you. Very much an earthy card, the 2 of Pentacles. Getting things done, 2 or more jobs going at once, or another job, having your main job or then having a side job that you also love doing. Things doing really well, however, whenever we get the 2 of Pentacles. And it's also about looking forward to the future in terms of, you know, how you're going to be working or whatever. If you have to work, a lot of people don't have to work, but they wish to work. So that's a really good thing, I think, because we don't automatically all have to stop working when the government says, okay, you can get your little bit of money now. These days, people are kind of keeping on working because they like it, and it keeps them current. So that's a really nice card for a Taurus person to get as well, just knowing that you've got things going, juggling well, things are going well, and also looking forward to making decisions for work in the future as well. Maybe with this new beginning, there's new things coming in as well. So it's all very mysterious at the moment, which is a good thing. Okay, let's see what's happening that you're not realising. And we've got the 10 of Wands. So just a little bit exhausted there, Taurus. So try and sort of keep things, keep things light and bright at the moment. You've sort of got a lot going on here. Lots and lots of things going on. Well, you normally do, but, you know, this is the time of year as well where people do tend to get exhausted. And it's more spiritually exhausted as well. So just be mindful of your energy levels, because this is what you're not realising. So you're just probably pushing on through, but you do need to sort of ease up a little bit, Taurus. How others see you. The 9 of Pentacles, very independent, very self sort of motivated, doing really well. Yeah, just basically this is the card of a very independent type of a person that sort of, you know, has worked hard to get where they are, and they sort of really deserved of this independent, beautiful 9 of Pentacles. It just shows sheer devotion to work and just to sort of keeping themselves how they want to present themselves to the world in terms of their work and their ethics, etc. So this is how other people see you, so it's a really, really nice card. Okay, what you're feeling positive about. You're just going with the flow at the moment. Now this card, the Hanging Man's really important, especially when you get it in a reading where you've got 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th big card. So it's sort of saying to you, it's sitting right next to this new beginning here, this Fool. But it's sort of saying things might take longer than you anticipate. However, just be patient and go with the flow. There's a lot going on here within the family, within the home. And so whatever this new beginning is that you're anticipating, sitting right next to it is just the caution orange light saying, just go with the flow with this one. Learn patience, and you will have to learn patience because it will make you learn patience. So you just go with the flow. And I guess, Taurus, you're kind of anticipating that there might be some hold up, or there might be a time where things don't exactly work out exactly how you want, but it will be what you need at the end of the day. Okay, so final outcome. And we have the Ace of Wands. So we have fertility, we have a new beginning, we have action coming in. There's 3 aces. Gosh, Taurus, it's really quite an amazing spread. You've got energy abounds, whereas your energy is really sort of waning here. Now it comes into waxing at the end. A birth also could be coming, but we kind of know there's a birth coming, or there's something new coming in. And just to have the Ace of Wands is just that uplift of energy once again as well. And just energy to burn, basically. Lots of new beginnings coming through. So a beautiful way to finish the month. Excuse me. Now we will do your Oracle cards. So this is the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards. And I will put it on the lesson. So onto the Fool we will put this card. Just to clarify what this new beginning is. And I'll be reading for you. The Swan. Number 12. Let's see, Taurus, what would that be? This card represents a transformation from one state to another, from the ugly duckling to the beautiful swan. This signals a period of growth that will ultimately be life-changing. The Swan says you may change so much that you may not recognise yourself in the end. Most important, it's time to honour and love this change within yourself, for then only the most beautiful reflection will shine back at you from the mirror of your life. The Swan says dive in, you will love who you become. It also reminds you that you need to trust your intuition and your psychic gifts to guide you as you go through the process of wonderful ultimate change. The Swan is the companion of the High Priestess, who has the ability to part the mists that serve to separate Avalon from the physical world. The Swan can dive into the lake and on her behalf and find treasure that human eyes cannot see. The Swan reminds you to see with your heart and listen with your spirit, and the whole world can magically be transformed. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, nothing left to be said about that, Taurus. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great month.